so good when I achieved my dream of becoming a nurse, and I would like to treat others equally without no corruption. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, we have one more. Okay. Yeah.
Odina Shironashing. As I have said that I would like to be a teacher, I would like to teach students in order to gain knowledge that they do not deserve.
Sorry?
Amazing. What I want to say about you guys is that you seem to have a lot of confidence because normally it takes us a long time to get people talking on the first workshop. So thank you
for yourself.
On all of you because you're coming to the camera and you're speaking up. So yeah, so now you should have a vision of what achieving your dream goal looks like, I hope. And think about it tonight and think about it tomorrow and keep thinking about it for the rest of your life. Because we all have goals and dreams throughout our lifetime. And so this dream goal is going to be like your North Star. And you can use it to help guide you towards whatever it is you want to achieve. Because as you all know very well, life is full of challenges. It's less like a smooth path and more like a bumpy road, you know? And sometimes circumstances in life can push you off track of achieving your dream. But if you ever veer off the track, remember your dream goal and why it's important to you. And it should help you get back on the right path so that you continue to work towards what you want to achieve. And that's why it's really important to write it down and have it somewhere that you can refer back to, especially when challenges arise, so you can easily access it. Remember, it's always available to you, so keep these worksheets and look back on them from time to time. So it's easy to say to you that all you need to do to create your vision, all you need to do is create your vision, but a big part of the puzzle that usually gets in the way of your ability to do that is self-doubt. And one way to start building your confidence is to notice what's in the way, what's stopping you from taking the steps you need to take towards your goals. What is the self-doubt that's there, and how can you manage it? You know, so self-doubt comes from every single person on this earth, including me and Rihanna and Sarah and Michelle Obama. We all have self-doubt. It's the voice that we call our inner critic or our gremlins. They could really sabotage our plans.
Let's listen to what it says.
So it's like a voice that tells us not to be courageous because we're not good enough, or we're going to embarrass ourselves, or whatever it is we're working on isn't perfect, we shouldn't hand it in, and so on, so on, and so on. And the goal of that inner critic is to keep us safe. Don't take risks. Don't put your hand up in class because if you get a correct question, people are going to laugh at you, right?
Yes.
What else do your inner critic tell you?
Well, your inner critic, something which encourages you to do.
Yeah.
What else?
What are some, like when I say that, like it doesn't have to be called an inner critic. It could just be called like the voice in your head, the negative voice in your head. Does anybody have an example, something that you wanted to do? That inner voice was like, don't do that.
I wanted to ask a question, but my inner critic told me that it will be wrong.
Speak loud, that's what I'm doing.
I wanted to ask a question, but my inner critic told me that it would be wrong, so I just kept quiet.
Yeah. And you know what's interesting? Girls do better in all girls schools. They do better academically in all girls schools because traditionally it's hard for girls to speak in front of boys. And that's not just in Kenya, that's all over the world. So yeah, you think the boys are going to judge you, or sometimes we think we're not as smart as boys, or it could be something like that. Yeah. Anybody else have an example?
Another example of inner critic.
Can I tell you one? That I can never get a straight A in mathematics. So I'll stop working hard in mathematics. Is that true? Yes. You've always thought of that, isn't it? That's an inner critic. So things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So now I'll tell you guys something. When I was working for that company and I really hated my job, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to become a coach and leave my job. And my mom said to me, "That's the dumbest idea you ever had." So sometimes it's not just a voice in your head, it's somebody that you know that says that you can't do something. And let me tell you that if I had listened to that, we would not be on this call today. And I would not be doing a job that I absolutely love doing every day. So yeah, don't ever let anybody else's voice become your inner critic. Yeah. Anybody else want to talk about that before? Because I have a little recipe to combat the inner critic. We can. Yeah. So.
I'm going to be inner critic.
Any kata kitu mbadi kipo mani gidini nyeri. Something like
that. You've never had such an instance.
Do you have another?
Maybe even dressing code.
Yeah, take it. Valas with something, eh?
Val has something?
Yeah.
You can be shy of your dressing code. Maybe you think that someone will laugh at you the way you dress. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not talented enough, I'm not courageous enough, I don't have what it takes. Like all things that we hear all the time. So the first step in combating those is just to catch that thought. Like you want to do something and your brain is telling you something else. It's just to notice that like, this is happening, and that's just a voice. And sometimes it's not about fear, like pushing through that fear. And what I would love for you to do when we're done with the workshop, after the workshop, is write down all of the things that your inner critic says to you, and some of those are
Right.
different in our mind. Okay, but it's only one voice, and you have a choice. So the first step is to recognize and acknowledge the voice of the inner critic. The second step is to notice that this is only one voice, and we have a choice whether we want to listen to it or whether we want to choose another voice. So what is that other voice? And I like to call that our inner leader. And it's the voice
This side?
that counters
Aqua. Inner leader.
inner